How's it, Blues fans, and welcome to Hawaii night at Sinsheimer Stadium. SLO trying to bounce back after a loss yesterday against their foes from down south, the Santa Barbara Foresters, who ended the Blues' 5-game winning streak. They were on pace to match the season high that the Foresters had a few weeks ago, which was a 7-game streak, but the truck stops there in Santa Barbara. The Blues looking to start over here against their foes. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Santa Barbara Foresters. Leading it off, it's Mick Paul in left field with Terrence Gill playing in center and batting second. Easton Mumaz, the third baseman, batting third, with Brenton Clark, the right fielder, batting fourth. Cole Chamberlain, the catcher, bats fifth, with Xavier Esker, the second baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh is the switch-hitting Sawyer Farr at shortstop, and batting eighth is Zane Becker DHing. Rounding it out in the ninth spot for the Foresters, it's the first baseman, batting ninth, Caden Miller. Here's a defensive alignment for your hometown team since 1946, San Luis Obispo Blues. Cam Andrews is tonight's sign thrower for SLO. Sebastian Lopez is over at first base with birthday boy Diego Murillo at second base, HBD. Sam Ardois at third with Kate O'Hara at short. The outfield left to right is Suzuki, Royal, and Furness with Zack Terman DHing. And on the mound for the Blues, for the first time in 2025, it's the right-hander from Hawaii Hilo, Logan Groff.
Yeah, incredible for the Blues last summer. See his numbers right there. In 40 innings, struck out 42 batters to his 13 walks, a 1 whip with a 3.15 ERA in league play. He had a game against the Foresters last year where he struck out 8 batters, and last season as a Blue, 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 hits, no walks, no runs.
He had that strikeout stuff on lock in 2024 in the summer with the Blues. After that campaign at Sinsheimer Stadium, he committed to play for the Vulcans at Hawaii Hilo after playing a couple of other college baseball seasons at Fresno State with the Bulldogs and with the Chargers at Cypress. He's from Garden Grove, California. Cypress isn't too far from when he grew up. And now he's here with the Blues. And it's coming at a right time for San Luis Obispo as they try to make a playoff push this summer in a very tight race in the CCL North. So here's the leadoff man, Mick Paul, the lefty who is a former Tiger from LSU, has since entered the transfer portal about a month ago for the Sturs. The Blues about to kick off their 35th game of the summer. First pitch, it's a fastball delivered at 6:04 p.m. and a called strike to Paul. 6:04 is tonight's first pitch, and the game time temperature is 73 degrees and sunny. An aloha evening at Sinsheimer Stadium as we celebrate Hawaiian heritage at the ballpark. Here's the 0-1. Paul takes it outside. That's strike 2. Logan Groff hitting the outer corner against the leadoff hitter Paul. 0-2 now to the lefty. Paul made his debut yesterday for Santa Barbara. He batted 6th and went 1 for 3 with pop out of fielder's choice, a single and a strikeout looking. 0-2. This is just off the plate outside. Now 1 ball and 2 strike count to Paul.
It's a good spot to go to the fastball on a 2-strike count. Maybe you work a backdoor slider now to the lefty. A lot of options after you just miss off the plate with the fastball.
Logan Groff has got that signature herky-jerky delivery from the right side of the rubber. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch chopped to first. Lopez with 2 hands will field it and tap the bag himself for the first out of the inning. First out recorded in a Blues uniform in 2025 is an unassisted putout by Sebastian Lopez at first base. 1 gone in the first.
Exactly what he's known for. 43 strikeouts at 40 innings. That's good numbers, but he's more known for the soft contact. Right there, gets a rollover at a Paul.
So here's Terrence Gill, the righty from Texas A&M, who will be returning with the Aggies this season after getting tons of playing time as a true freshman. He started in 56 of his 54 games. First pitch, Gill takes it outside, and that's ball 1. He started yesterday with the Sturs and was the leadoff man. After an 0-for-3 day where he threw some equipment in the dugout, manager Bill Pintard removed him from the ballgame. Here's the 1-0 to Gill. Terrence takes it just a little low, 2 balls and no strikes. He was replaced by Caden Miller, who is batting 9th today for Santa Barbara and playing first base. Miller came in and flew out to E.J. Royal in center field. Here's Gill in the middle of the right-handed batter's box in the 2-0 count. The pitch, and it's just off the plate inside. 3 straight balls from Logan Groff with 1 out. Game has just begun here at Sinsheimer Stadium, a classic rivalry between the Sturs and the Blues. For Santa Barbara, this is their last away game. 3-0 is popped up high into left field. Suzuki gives chase in front of the warning track. He loses it for a sec, finds it as he lunges to his left and makes the grab for the second out of the inning.
Suzuki started to scare me out there. At first I thought he kept backing up. I thought Keel maybe got all of that baseball and was going to get it out of here, and then Suzuki looked lost in left field trying to camp under that ball, but was able to make the grab.
It certainly sounded good off the bat of Keel. It sounded like he barreled it, but clearly because of how long it stayed in the sky, he got under it a little bit too much. And for Suzuki, looked like that ball caught a bit of that jet stream that's so high in the air above Sinsheimer. So with 2 outs now, it's Easton Muma, the third baseman. First pitch, and he takes it low and outside for ball 1. Muma batted third and played third 24 hours ago against the Blues. He went 1 for 4 with a double in the 4th inning. Came around to score the first run of the ball game for Santa Barbara in the bottom half of that 4th. 1-0. Easton takes a called strike. Painting the black there is Logan Groff, 1-1. Groff comes set from the stretch with no runners on. The 1-1, another dotted fastball in the outer half. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's exactly where you want to live against Muma. You give him anything inside, he will pull it and hit it hard.
And Muma pulled quite a few baseballs this season at Texas Rio Grande Valley as first-team All-Southland Conference honoree as an infielder. The 1-2. Muma scooches out of the pitch inside, and now a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Easton.
Groff came inside there, but that's exactly what you want to do if you come inside. Miss off the plate and get Muma to chase.
He left it alone that time. A good lead from Easton. Now he's here in a 2-2 count with 2 gone. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate on the chalk in the right-handed batter's box. And now a full count to Muma. Logan Groff playing darts early on in this game. He's been able to pinpoint his pitches so well. Hitches as he comes set, now strides and shoots. Payoff is taken, strike 3. Logan Groff clips the top half of the zone and sits down Easton Muma looking to end the first inning. We head into the bottom half of the frame. The Blues are up on Hawaii night on the SLO Blues streaming network. Logan Groff goes 1-2-3 in his first inning of work in 2025 with the Blues. Now we'll flip it to the bottom of the order for San Luis Obispo. E.J. Royal leads it off and plays center field with Sebastian Lopez, the first baseman, batting second. Zack Terman is today's DH and he bats third, with Sam Arjois, the third baseman, batting fourth. Batting fifth, it's the right fielder from Cuesta, Eric Furness. Batting sixth is Kosei Suzuki, the left fielder, who made a great play out there this last half inning. Cam Andrews is the sign thrower who bats seventh. Kate O'Hara, the shortstop, bats eighth, with Diego Murillo batting ninth and playing second base on his birthday. Here's the defensive alignment for the Santa Barbara Foresters. Cole Chamberlain is behind the dish with Caden Miller at first. Esker is at second base with Easton Muma at third and Sawyer Farr at short. The outfield left to right is Mick Paul, Terrence Kill, and Brenton Clark, with Zane Becker DHing. And on the mound for the Foresters, it's the big right-hander from Fargo, North Dakota. That would be Drew Rarick.
Rarick's a 3-pitch guy, 4 pitches sometimes, but it's mainly going to be fastball, slider, curveball. He will very occasionally throw the changeup, but he's not a huge fan of that pitch, so you're going to see a lot of breaking stuff with that fastball.
And sometimes it's difficult to tell the slider from his fastball because scouting reports say that not only does his fastball has some rise, but there's some cut to it as well. So I'm interested to see how this lineup for the Blues today, which is full of right-handed hitters, reacts to these pitches breaking away from them. This is Rarick's 5th start of the summer for the Sturs, and in four innings pitched. Or he's got a 4.90 earned run average in 11 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts to his 9 walks and 7 hits. So in the bottom half of the first inning, it's E.J. Royal, the leadoff man for the Blues. San Luis Obispo rocking their navy blue tops with the silver lettering. That's the same unis they wore yesterday, except this time instead of gray away pants, they got the home pinstripes. Santa Barbara wearing all gray with the blue hats and the red F. Here's Royal rocking in the right-handed batter's box as he awaits the first offering from Rarick. First pitch, and E.J. takes it for strike 1. Royal led off yesterday for the Blues and went 2 for 4. An RBI single in the 5th inning scored Nico Button. Here's the 0-1. E.J. takes it low and outside. Now an even 1 ball, 1 strike count for Royal.
And when you look at E.J.'s numbers this summer, he had a bad year compared to last year. His average is down 50 points, but he's still above 300.
Here's the 1-1. Royal sends it right back up the middle and into center, a base hit. He strides around first, and that's all he'll get on the aggressive turn. A leadoff single for Royal. There goes the no-hitter for Drew Rarick.
It's a good way to get going. EJ is a good base runner. Now you got him on for the middle of this order.
Well, Ryan, you kind of alluded to it in this at-bat, but EJ is just a guy who finds a way to put the bat on the ball, and he did it that time. Sending it the opposite way, slightly off the end of the bat, but finds a way to get some real estate out there in right center field. So now here's Sebastian Lopez, the first baseman, batting second. Royal with an average leadoff first, and Rarick from the stretch. Lopez takes the first pitch. It's 0-1. Sebastian, a native of Henderson, Nevada, is a Red Hawk from Seattle University. So far this summer, he's 2 of 15 with the Blues, 5 strikeouts to his 5 walks. Takes a pitch here, and now an even 1 ball, 1 strike count to Lopez.
Struggled to put bat on ball, but he's been really good at the plate, being patient, seeing a lot of pitches, and then attacking.
He's going through a position change, too, primarily a middle infielder. Seattle wants him at first. Here's the 1-1. Lopez takes a curveball in the outer half. That's strike 2. Royal dances off first. He had a leadoff single to begin this inning, and now it's Lopez, the 2-hole hitter, with his feet right up against the right-handed batter's box chalk. Crowding the plate. Rarick comes set. A long pause. Now he strides and shoots. 1-2, and Lopez takes it low and outside. A sweeper that Rarick tried to get Lopez to fish after, but he held up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sebastian.
Lopez played on Sunday when the Blues were at home, and he went 1 for 3, a pair of walks, an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. It's a good day.
I believe he batted second there as well. He bats second today, and he takes strike 3. Lopez goes down looking, kind of a half-delayed call from the home plate umpire. Sebastian a little bit confused, as we were here in the press box, but he'll head back into the dugout with a strikeout looking. That's the first out. So with 1 out, E.J. Royal's at first with the leadoff single, and it's Zack Terman. Blues in the bottom of the first inning on Hawaii night at Sinsheimer Stadium. And Terman's wearing a brand new arm sleeve, baby blue, hugging that right elbow. He's a former Spartan from San Jose State University, trying to get another year of eligibility as a 2020 high school grad. Pick over at first, and EJ is back in time. And Terman, to this point, of what players are left on this roster, is the most valuable hitter on this team. He's a back-to-back player of the week for San Luis Obispo. First pitch, Terman takes it, and that's strike 1, dotted on the outer corner from Rarick.
Tough to not be back-to-back player of the week when you have over 1,000 OPS with over 50 plate appearances now. 50 at-bats, excuse me.
He's the only Blues qualified hitter to have an OPS above 1,000. The 0-1, Royal takes off. The throw is low. Here it comes to second, and EJ is gunned out by a mile. Royal is caught stealing on the head-first slide on a great throw from Cole Chamberlain, and there's 2 outs in the first inning.
And I don't think that shows anything from EJ. He got a pretty good jump. He's a quick guy. Cole Chamberlain is just him.
A recent commit of Coastal Carolina University who just made a College World Series appearance, lost to the LSU Tigers. 1-1. Terman takes it. It's a curveball that just misses outside. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to ZT. What a year that was for the Chanticleers. They had 27 straight wins to finish out their season until they met the likes of Louisiana State in the finals. What a year. 2-1. Terman takes low, and now 3 balls and 1 strike to the big first baseman.
Yeah, I don't think the Blues will be running much on Cole Chamberlain for the rest of the day after seeing that throw. I mean, EJ's one of the fastest guys on this team, and he was out by a good step or two.
Chamberlain's got some pretty big shoes to fill at Coastal Carolina, as Caden Bodine is one of the most highly sought-after catchers in the sport. Here's a slider. It's taken on the outer half, and now a full count to Terman, 3-2. Zack takes a deep sigh as he steps back into the right-handed batter's box with a slightly open stance. Very wide, filling out the entirety of the chalk. 3-2. Terman checks a swing. They appeal to first. Did not go around. That's ball 4. Zack Terman walks with 2 outs, and there's a runner on first base for Sam Ardois, who had a great game yesterday against the same team in the Foresters. Ardois went 2 for 4. An RBI triple in the second, scored Gavin Smith to draw first blood against Santa Barbara. And after that, he singled in the 5th, followed it up with a ground out and a strikeout. First walk of the day for the Blues, and coincidentally enough, Zack Terman drew the first walk yesterday against the Foresters, although he didn't draw it until the 6th inning against Santa Barbara.
First and only walk as well.
And this one here coming much earlier. We're in the bottom of the first here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Here's Ardois, a recent commit of Northwestern State University in Louisiana. First pitch to Sammy. And a slider, it's taken low and outside. That's ball 1.
Hey, talk about the shoes to fill over at Coastal Carolina. Their catcher just won the Buster Posey Award, which is awarded to the best catcher in all of college baseball.
There's not enough can be said about the defense of Caden Bodine. There's a pitch and a called strike, and even 1-1 count to the third baseman, Ardois. I mean, just watching the College World Series, we got a bit of an insight as to what kind of drills Caden performs on a day-to-day basis as a catcher, and Cole's got some work to do. 1-1. Ardois takes this one low. 2 balls and a strike now to Sam. And I'm sure at some point Chamberlain will have that type of work ethic and get in the lab the same way Caden did. Bodine just has to show Chamberlain the ropes.
I mean, you got to think until Bodine gets drafted, which is this upcoming week. You might be texting him, asking him questions, figuring out how he can be better.
2-1, and Ardois takes it on the outer half. That's strike 2.
I mean, that's a great resource to use.
Probably can text him anytime as well. That catcher connection is strong. Talk to Charlie Caruso about that. Here's the 2-2. Ardois takes it off the plate, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Specifically, Charlie Caruso is a catcher at Northwestern, and I was familiar with a catcher at Northwestern from 5 years ago. He's now in the Reds organization, and him and Caruso talk about catching, and he's a former Northwestern Wildcat, this catcher, Mikey Troutwine. 3-2, runner goes. It's taken downstairs, ball 4. Back-to-back walks in the first inning puts runners on first and second for the Blues.
In hindsight's 50-50, but if Royal doesn't get caught stealing, you'd have the bases loaded with 1 out and a chance to strike first against the Santa Barbara Forest, and you still do have that opportunity with Terman standing on second. It's just an extra 90 feet.
Yeah, it's a little hard not to think about that, especially against your rivals in a pretty full night here at Sinsheimer Stadium, as Eric Furness steps in, making his first start in a Blues uniform this summer. Runners on first and second, and the gloveless Furness takes the pitch outside, 1-0. Furness has made 1 other appearance with the Blues and collected a base hit in 2 at-bats. Struck out once in an appearance as well, and stole a bag too. He was the Mountain League MVP, a local high school league on the Central Coast. 1-0. Furness takes a called strike, 1-1 now. He was also the Santa Maria Times All-Area MVP on top of being the All-Mountain League MVP. but will be going to Cuesta College to play for the Cougars up the road. The 1-1. Furness swings and misses on a pitch outside. Now 1-2 count to Eric.
Long swing there for Furness. Now you got to shorten it up a little bit in the 2-strike count and protect, see if you can make something happen.
We made this comment before when Eric Furness made that appearance for the